today. From Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And the Jaguar.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So now the Bills getting ready to go on their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Jaguars.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Levi Wallace.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. These two teams all tied after one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Haskins pass.
DJ Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Devontae Freeman, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance, they're getting off the field. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now it's Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jimmy Graham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Rodgers will drop this one down to Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
With the score, all time.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, Freeman. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Buffalo Bills.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
To number 17.
DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Patterson on the return. The Bills take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Rodgers.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Jaguars.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's caught by Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On the carry.
And quickly they get to the line.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
34.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Haskins back to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Bills 24.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Then he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Now it's Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down, Jaguars.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Haskins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Rodgers again now. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Haskins going to try to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is... come to